Alright, what's up, guys? So, I told you I'd make a video today, and I told you it was going to be a random response from questions that were asked to me on a previous video. So, I picked one, I put them on my phone, and then I just kind of like pointed to one with my eyes closed, and the one I landed on was my opinion on long distance relationships, and the guy who asked me that his username is IzzyTigerx. Sorry, I don't know what your name is, man. But so I'm just gonna talk about it. I don't have a script or anything. I'm not gonna put any cuts in the video. I'm just gonna talk. So I'll probably just do it for like 5 minutes or however long. But long distance relationships. There's both good and not bad, but downfalls to long distance relationships. I'll start off with the bads first. So obviously, to some people, distance would be a bad downfall to a long distance relationship, and it depends on the person. Distance could be looked at as an hour away, or a state away, or 3,000 miles away in New York, and I'm in California. It could be anything like that. But distance, it shouldn't be that. Distance shouldn't be a reason to keep two people apart, in my opinion. So basically, my opinion on long distance relationships is it's possible, and you can do it. So that's the moral of this video. So distance, depending on the person, could be looked at as a bad quality. Fights could be difficult during long distance relationships because you can't just go over to that person's house and talk it out. I mean, if someone gets pissed off in a long distance relationship, they have the choice to just not text you back for however long, and you don't have any power to get them to text you back or call you back or Skype you back or anything. It's just all on them, and when they feel like they're calmed down and comfortable enough to talk to you. So that could be another downfall, and it could be probably really frustrating, because I know, for one, I like to, if I get in an argument, I like to talk it out, and I like to get to the bottom of it and just finish it and get rid of it. I don't like there to be this lingering thing there. So distance, arguments, and the fact that you don't have control of whether or not that person can talk to you or not. They can just ignore you for a week or however long. I mean, it's happened to me before. What else with long distance relationships? Really, those are only... Oh, trust. Trust could be a big factor in long distance relationships, whether or not they're truthful and actually committed to you. That's probably why people are so scared of long distance relationships, because they don't want to go in a long distance relationship and then have that person just be cheating on you the entire time, because there's always a risk of that. But I mean, if you're an honest and truthful person, that's where communication comes into play, and you gotta just talk to them, make them know that you're the only person that they're talking to, no matter how far the distance or how many arguments you might have. I mean, a lot of arguments is bad, but yeah, don't cheat either, because that's for scumbags and assholes, for both girls and guys alike. Okay, so I'll go into the goods now. That's all the bads I can think of. I'll probably think of some later on in the video, but I won't. I'll probably add it. So the goods. Personally, I think you can create some of the most powerful and strong relationships through distance, because you don't have that first physical connection that people have, like when they meet in person. There's like, you know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh damn, that girl's so hot, I'm about to go talk to her, or so beautiful, or so fine, or however people say it these days. It's more like yeah, you see them in pictures, or you see them on a video, or you see them through Skype, but you don't have, it's not a physical, like, you can't physically, tangibly touch that person and have that want. I mean, you can have that want, but you just can't do it. Like, I feel like you know, and you understand, and you just learn about that person, the heart and their brain, through long distance relationships, and it's so much better for the relationship. I'm not saying I'm not saying you can't do it in person either. Like, people who meet in person can't have the same kind of deep connection or first connection that's not physical and intimate, rather than about the mind and heart. But through long distance, that's all you have. So you just learn about that person. You learn about what they like. You understand what they don't like. You understand where they come from. You understand how they feel about things, because that's all you can do. You can just literally talk. You don't have any of that physical stuff, and I find that to be so attractive about long distance relationships, because you can actually figure out people's minds rather than just go straight for the physical attraction, which I really like. And that's why the person I like doesn't live near me. It also sucks though, but whatever. We'll go into that later. What else is good about long distance relationships? Oh, when you do finally have that chance after such a long time of just learning and knowing about that person, when you finally have that chance to actually meet them, can you imagine how special that moment is, and like how good you feel? It's such a good feeling, and it's like, I don't know, it's really special. That's what I'm trying to say. You can finally have that person in person, and you already know a whole bunch about who they are, and you don't have to go worry about trying to impress them, because you met each other through long distance, through whether it be the internet, for a reason, because you like each other, you like people's mind, you like their mind, you like their heart, you like their person and who they are. So that time spent away from each other, when you do finally meet each other, is a really, really, really strong, powerful, emotional feeling. It's really cool. That's another thing I really like about it. Let's see, long distance relationships. Oh, I mean, here's a bad one again. You could always run the chance of getting catfished, which in reality maybe doesn't happen too much unless that person's just straight up weirdo. But take the chance, I guess. What else is good about long distance relationships? I personally feel you can meet anybody. How do I say it? I believe in soulmates. So your soulmate can be anywhere in the world, in my opinion. Doesn't matter if you don't even know where the person is right now. Maybe you do. Maybe you found him who knows where. YouTube, Tumblr, the internet website, through friends, visiting somewhere, and you see someone, you start exchange phone numbers. Who knows? But people give long distance relationships and like internet dating such a bad rap, but like I said, you can build some of the most powerful and like everlasting connections and relationships through long distance, and it's just I think it's a really beautiful thing, and I'm totally for long distance relationships. I personally would definitely do one. I would make it a priority to visit them, like, I don't know how often, but often enough to the point where it's like a regular thing. And I don't know. I'm definitely for them. I feel long distance relationships are really, you have to be a strong individual in order to do a long distance relationship, because the distance and the time spent away from each other, I admit, it can get to you. But if you, as cliche as it sounds, if you really do like this person, I don't say about love, I'm not talking about I'm on love, I'm just saying, if you really feel for that person, no distance should get in the way of meeting them or how you feel about them. That should be a totally voided concept. Nowadays there's so many different ways to actually be with them, not in person, but you could Skype every day, you could talk about your day every day through Skype, you could see them face to face. I mean, yeah, there won't be that physical contact like I was talking about, but when you do have that physical contact, I guarantee you it'll be the best thing that you could feel with that person. If you just think about it, think about liking someone so much and not being able to see them, then finally that day you get to see them, how good that would feel. So yeah, totally for long distance relationships. I would totally do it. I wouldn't think twice about it. I'm actually kind of hoping that one happens, but yeah, totally for it. That was a good question. Hopefully, I know I try and be funny in all these videos, but this was actually kind of a serious video, so I was kind of talking from this area right beneath the sternum. So yeah, I'm gonna go work on my car now. I got a lot of stuff to do, trying to prepare it and all that stuff. So I've got a few other suggestions that people have given me, and I'll be doing those. I'm not gonna wait like weeks to do them. I'll probably do it in like 2 days or something. So I got you guys' back. Don't worry. I got more videos coming. Hopefully this one was I gave you a good insight on how I feel about long distance relationships and relationships in general. So okay, see ya guys.